everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here with another rolling stock review. Today we will be looking at the Scale Trains Operator Series Trinity 31k Crude Oil Tank Cars in the Deep Rock Refining Company DPRX white paint scheme that I had purchased from Scale Trains several months ago. I had purchased a rack of 12 of these when they had gone on sale, and now I am finally getting to the review for these cars. Most of the video I will be doing with just one of them, but during the running section of the video all 12 of them will be showing. And now let's move on to the unboxing. Alright, taking a look at the box. On the front of the box here we have the Scale Trains logo with the website and the Operator Series logo. And then through the clear plastic front we get our first glimpse at the tank car itself. On the left side of the box we have the website and Scale Trains Operator logo again. The bottom has the Scale Trains logo and address and website, as well as phone number. And then on the back of the box, we have a bit of information about the Operator Series, as well as some prototype history of the car and a list of features of the car. And then finally on the right side of the box we have a picture of the car, as well as the car typing, this one being the Trinity 31k gallon crude oil tank car in the Deep Rock Refinery Company DPRX number 259370 scheme, and it is product number SXT 11501. And now, opening up the box, we have the car sitting in this two-piece plastic cradle, and we do also have some paperwork with it, including more product information. We have an exploded diagram, a part list, and then at the bottom, warranty policy. And now, opening up the pack, I already have the other 11 cars put onto the track, so I am already aware that the two-piece shell is taped at the bottom. And these cars are actually my first bits of rolling stock from Scale Trains that comes already assembled. Right, there we go. That's the top off. And the car is wrapped in some softer plastic as well to help protect the paint. And here we have the tank car. And next, we will move on to the detail overview section of the video. Time to take a closer look at the car. Starting at the head end here, we have our coupler, and with the Operator Series it doesn't have as much detail as the rivet counter, so we can see that things like the MU cables and such are missing. However, there is detail kits available for these cars that will include that additional detailing. We have this shield here on the end of the tank, And right here is the panel for the safety WMIS labels. And we have these grab irons going around with this corrugated plastic walkway here. And stirrup steps on either side. And then moving up, we have the DPRX reporting marks and road number, this being 259370. And we have our capacity information in US gallons and in liters. Now moving onto the side, we have our metal support piping going the length of the car here. And here we can see the stirrup steps on either end. We have our truck, which have some decent suspension detailing to them. We again have our reporting marks, road number, and capacity information. And here we have actually the weight capacity instead of the liter or gallon capacity. Moving on towards the center of the car, we have this black stripe here that covers the whole center of the car. And we have a ladder going up to the top with a walkway here and handrails. And moving along the rest of the car, we have more detailed capacity information. We have our holder for our safety signage again here as well. Moving on to the back of the car. Here we see our brake cylinder, our air reservoir for the air brake system. We have our brake chain and brake wheel detailing here as well. And we also here have our controls for the discharging of the car. And moving on to the last side, again, here we see that control system. We again have our ladder going up to the top of the car. And our capacity information. Looking at the car from the top, we have our access hatches here. And here you can more clearly see the walkways. And looking at the car from underneath, here we can see our brake line detailing along the bottom as well as our discharge area for emptying the car. And our brake cylinder here. And we do have full metal wheel sets here on this car as well, which is nice. I also forgot to mention, but looking at the car from the top, we again have the reporting marks and road number printed on the top here. And overall, that covers the detail portion of the video. And I do have plans to, in the future, I'll start with one kit and see how it looks, but I do plan to potentially get the detail kits for all 12 of these cars. But now, let's move on to the rip track segment of the video. Time for the rip track segment of the video. To begin with, we are going to verify the wheel gauge on the car. And axle number 1 on the front truck is good. Now for axle number 2, which is good. Now onto the rear truck. Axle 1 is good. And axle 2 is also good. So all 4 of our axles for this car are engaged. Now to verify the coupler height. And these couplers don't even have trip pins on them, which is fine, as once I get more I do plan to replace them with KD couplers. But checking the height, the rear coupler is good. And now for the front coupler. And it is also good. So for this particular car, wheels and couplers are good, and I will be verifying the rest of the cars off camera. That being said, now it's time to take the car over to the track for a test run. Alright everybody, this concludes my review of the Scale Trains Operator Series Trinity 31k Crude Oil Tank Cars and Deep Rock Refining Company paint scheme. All in all, very nice cars. They've got a good amount of weight to them. They're running very smoothly. And all in all, a very nice addition to my collection. And as I said previously in the video, I do plan on getting at least one of the detail packs for these cars to see what they look like with the additional detailing. And all in all, they are already nicely detailed. All the key detailing is already there, so the extra detailing is really just a bonus. So yeah, all in all, very nice cars. That being said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day, everybody!